Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, The Real Life Mama. My name is Mackenzie and today I'm going to be sharing with you our Aldi grocery haul for our family of 5. Okay, so starting over here, we've got Roscoe taking a little nap. Say hi, Roscoe. Oh, and now here comes Bo. Bo, you say hi? Yes, little. Okay, now that I got them all worked up, we have some organic chopped kale. I add these into my eggs in the morning. I still have a little bit frozen in the freezer, but whatever I don't get to of this bag, I'll just freeze along with it. We can add this in for smoothies. There's some muffins that I make for my boys that we use kale for, so that will not go to waste. And like I said, if we don't use all of it, I'll just freeze it. We have a bag of Honeycrisp apples. There's 5 in this bag. That's our favorite kind of apple to get. We have a pack of green bell peppers, some broccoli crowns. I have some limes here, some mixed or multicolored bell peppers. So I'm gonna be making a cilantro lime rice this week, which is why I needed the limes and also what the lemons are for, and I already had cilantro, so I didn't need to get any of that. The bell peppers I'll use for my eggs. I'll also use for fajitas. That's what we are making the cilantro lime rice for. And then the broccoli is just to kind of make as a side item for our dinners. We have a bag of spinach. I'll make Popeye pasta, put it into smoothies. That I don't know if we'll be able to get through all of that in a week, but it'll be the same with the kale. If I don't get through it, I'll just freeze it. I'll chop it up first and then freeze it so it's easier to work with. We got a bag of Caesar salad and a bag of the Southwest chopped salad. So my husband did the grocery shopping this week for me. The baby was asleep on my chest, so he just decided to go. So normally I would get the chopped salad, the Caesar salad that's like this. But he's probably planning on eating some too, and he likes this better, so that's probably why he grabbed that. We've got a big bag of carrots. That will just be for side items. I also want to make a stir fry this week, which is what we'll be using some of the broccoli for. We'll use the carrots for it. We will use the zucchini and the yellow squash for the stir fry as well. If you saw my last video, you saw me do freezer meals, and chicken stir fry are one of those meals, but actually I just found out that my in-laws are coming tomorrow, so I was planning on making chicken stir fry for them, and I wanted to make sure I had enough, so we just kind of grabbed this stuff and I'll make that fresh and save the freezer meals for another day. The lemons, we'll use this like lemon water, the cilantro lime rice. So we do the chipotle. One second, I am back. The dogs needed to go outside. So we make the cilantro lime rice like what Chipotle makes, and they actually use lemon juice instead of lime juice, and I do like garlic powder, salt, all that stuff. So that is what those are for, and I normally do just add in some limes to it just because I like the flavor of limes. Also, if we do chicken fajitas this week, I will slice up some limes to squeeze over the top of that just to give it better flavor. We have some strawberries. This is a usual for us. We have 2 containers of almond milk. We have like half of a thing of almond milk from Sam's Club and then an entire one that hasn't been opened yet. But I did just want to grab 2 just to make sure we don't run out. That's something I don't like to run out of, so we always buy more. And it has a long shelf life on it too, so I don't have to worry about it going bad. I think it says April 30th on there, so we have a little bit of time. We have 2 bunches of bananas. I'm actually making some banana bread right now with the bananas that we didn't eat from last week. So I wanted to make sure that we had some this week just for the kids to eat. We have 2 things of butter. I do a lot of baking, and I'm also making my homemade naan, which I use butter on the pan. So that will probably use a decent amount of the butter because I am doing a double batch of that. I also plan on making homemade hummus. Side note, that's not what that's for, but the naan will go with the hummus. We have a block of mild cheddar cheese and a block of mozzarella. The mozzarella, so I'm actually headed out of town on next Friday, and I'm going to be gone the whole weekend. I'm taking Evan with me just because I'm still breastfeeding him, and he's only 2 months old. So I thought having some homemade pizza dough, and also my husband said that having some baked ziti type of meal would be something easy for him that he can just throw in the oven and something that the kids will eat. So I have some shredded mozzarella to go on top of that, and some mild cheddar cheese if we end up doing the chicken fajitas like I plan to. My husband and I will make the fajitas into kind of like a fajita quesadilla. So I have some mild cheddar cheese to go with that, and we already have some tortillas in the pantry. These chicken breast fillets are absolutely delicious. I'm pretty sure there's like a Facebook group just for this kind of chicken. So if you haven't tried these chicken fillets, definitely get them. We normally just cook them in the air fryer, so they're extra crispy. And I also grabbed these hamburger buns just for these fillet sandwiches. So that will be something that we have for lunch. We'll either do the fillet sandwiches, or I'll make one of these and then use that as my protein for the salads. I have some frozen corn. No really plans for use of this week. I just kind of like to have some frozen veggies in the freezer just in case. I normally make my own garlic bread, but with me going out of town and my husband cooking, I just had him pick up one of these. So that'll go with the baked ziti that I'm planning on doing a freezer meal for him. So I know my kids will eat this, so that should be an easy meal for him, and something that the kids will eat. We have some pretzel sticks for snacks, a thing of fruit rounds, freeze-dried strawberries. We still have like 3 packs of this from the last time I bought them, but my husband just picked up more, which is totally okay. These are great snacks. We actually went out to like a kids interactive like play museum almost today, and I found one of these in the diaper bag, so my boys gobbled it up. So I know they love it. It's very convenient. It fits in smaller bags, and it's just a great healthy snack to have. We have some peanut butter chocolate chip granola bars. I still have not found a recipe that I like in order to make my own. So if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments below of how to make your own granola bars, because that is something that I want to start making myself. We have another thing of peanut butter. Like, I seriously buy one of these every week now. The hamburger buns, I already went over those. As usual, we have our pudding cups, chocolate for my almost 2-year-old and vanilla for my 3-year-old. And I'm pretty sure these both have been broken into. They woke up from their naps not too long ago and saw that we had pudding, so those had to get opened up. We have a thing of Oreos. I'm not sure if I'm going to be making Oreo balls with them or if this is just going to be for snacking. I'm not really sure yet, but those will definitely be gone in a couple of days. We have our penne pasta. That will be for the baked ziti. We have 2 containers of marinara. So I still have some of the pizza sauce that I made the last time we made pizzas, but I always like to have an extra one of these on hand. I believe I made a short of it, but if you blend up your pasta sauce, your marinara, whatever it is, I think Aldi has a tomato basil one of these as well. Blend it with spinach and one of these cans of mixed vegetables. It's a great way to kind of hide vegetables in your kids' food, or even if you're just an adult and you really don't like vegetables, that's another great kind of trick. It makes your sauce go farther. You don't taste it. You could add in some more seasoning if you need to. I normally just put some water in the jar after I've poured the sauce in and shake it up a little bit, so that kind of helps make it not so thick. But that is a great way if you're looking to eat more vegetables to get them in your diet. We have another thing of olive oil. I did some freezer meals last week and went through an entire one of these, so I needed to restock on that. I ran out of ginger paste when I was making my stir fries, so I got some of that just for when I'm making those stir fries. I have it on hand because I need to add more to them. Another thing of soy sauce. Again, the stir fry I had 2 bottles of soy sauce that I used. One of them wasn't completely full, so I didn't go super heavy on it, but I did need to get more of that. Some garbanzo beans, that will be for the hummus that I'm planning on making this week. And if the hummus turns out, I'll post the recipe in next week's video so you guys can make some too. Making your own hummus is a lot cheaper. You don't have as many of the yucky ingredients. I already have tahini in my pantry, so that's why I don't even think my Aldi has tahini. That would have been something we have to go to a different store for. So I've made it by myself in the past, but it kind of just has always been bland. So this time I'm going to add more spices to it and see if I can give it more of a flavor. I know people will do not sun-dried tomatoes, roasted bell peppers, beets. I've done that before, and that kind of gives it a better flavor. So stay tuned to see what I do with that. I'll probably make a shorts with it. And then this week I grabbed 6 bottles of the coconut water. I actually ran out of coconut water this week. I've actually really started to like the taste of it. So I'm adding in a lot more coconut water as opposed to the Body Armor. So that's why I wanted to make sure I had enough to get through. And this has a really long shelf life on it too. Expires in November. So if I don't get to all of it, I know it won't go bad by the time that I leave. So overall, this is everything that we bought at Aldi for this week's groceries. So in total, we spent about $130 at Aldi this week. Some things that kind of spiked up the price were all of the coconut waters. Those chicken fillets were pretty expensive. And then also just all of the produce that we bought, that always tends to add up. Aldi's prices it's like every week things are going up. So we'll make sure none of this goes to waste just because we did spend a little bit more than I wanted to. We normally budget $125 a week, and we spent, I think it was like $126.70 something. So we really didn't go over too much, but definitely something I like trying to stay in budget for. Some things to note: you won't see any protein, well, besides the chicken fillets in this, because we bought all of our meat at the beginning of the month at Sam's Club. And so far we've been doing a great job of working through that meat, and we still have a bunch left over. So we may even be able to last like a month and a half, 2 months with the meat that we still have. I found some shredded rotisserie chicken in our freezer that we've been working through. Actually, tonight we're going to make, it was in either last week's grocery haul or the week before, but the butter chicken that we bought at Aldi, the pre-made sauce, we are going to be using some of the shredded chicken with that, doing some onion and bell pepper with it. And then that's also why I'm making the naan tonight. I'm going to do a double batch, so we have some naan for the curry tonight and then also for the hummus, and then I'll make rice on the side as well. So if you haven't tried that curry or any types of the curry that they have at Aldi, definitely make sure you check it out. But yeah, so this stuff will definitely last us a week, if not a little bit longer. Like I said, I'm going out of town, so I'm going to be doing the majority of our weekend food preparation before I head out, just so my husband, he'll be home with the older two, and he doesn't really like to cook. So I want to make sure that he has some food that he can easily warm up, as opposed to just eating out all weekend, because that will give my kids an upset stomach, and no one wants kids with a hurt tummy. So if you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe. I post weekly grocery hauls. I've been doing some freezer meal prep, and I'm also getting ready to post a video of what we eat in a week dinner edition, so that'll give you more meal inspiration ideas if you have a large family, or if you just like cooking in big batches. That way you don't have to cook every night. So I appreciate your support as always, and we'll see you next time. Bye.